The reason for that is because that, what you just described, is a capitalist, fascist lie. It's bullshit. It never existed. We were fed that lie our whole fucking life. Our parents were fed that lie. Our grandparents were fed that lie. Their grandparents were fed that lie. It's called the American dream. But you know something? Now more and more people are realizing the American dream doesn't fucking exist. And it's created a very dangerous situation for most Americans because we fell prey to it. We thought it was real. We thought it was for us. We thought it was for us, but it's not for us. It's for the 1%. So the rest of us have to figure out how we're going to scrounge together resources while they hoard them all and they hoard all the money. And then we're like, oh shit, I don't know why I don't like my career. It's because careers are bullshit. Do what makes you happy. Work multiple jobs. Quit multiple jobs. It's not all about just doing one thing. That's what makes us just a cog in the machine. But it's all about self-expression. It's about doing something for a while that gives you joy. And then if that thing is something different in 30 years, okay. There is no one thing. That is the lie. We are supposed to fall in line, do what is expected of us, do what is told. Never question authority, never question the rules, never break out of the mold. Those of us that decide to break out of the mold are typically ostracized, looked at like we're weird, like we're aliens, like we got a third eye growing out of the center of our head. Maybe we do. But you know something? I don't want to get 50 years down the line and have worked at one place and done one thing, one industry, and made zero impact in my spiritual development, in my community, or in my family. Maybe I've just worked, I did all the overtime, and for what? For what? Did I go on long walks? Did I enjoy holding my wife's hand? Did I take naps when I was tired? Did I take vacations? You know what I'm saying? Like, life is about so much more than a job. It's about so much more than a job, and the reason you feel unfulfilled is because your heart, your soul is aching for more, as it should. You, me, everybody, we shouldn't be looking for this one mystical, intangible job that we're going to have, that we discover when we're 14 years old, that just is the thing we want to be, and then we just, you know what? I'm sure some people experience that. Because I'm not going to sit here and say that never happens. I'm sure it does. But for the vast majority of people, that is not what life is, okay? You work several jobs. You do several things until you find something that brings you a little happiness. And maybe that thing brings you happiness for a long time. Maybe it brings you happiness for a couple months or a couple weeks. But you're doing you're going where you're led. As long as you're able to do the things that matter to you, then who cares? You know what matters to me? Paying my bills, okay? Having a roof over my head, being able to do some fun things from time to time. As long as I'm able to do those things, I will go work at an ice cream stand, you know? If that ice cream stand brings me joy and lets me have weekends off and occasionally some free ice cream, win. I don't see where the negative is there. We put so much shame in this career thing and going to college and, oh, you gotta get your degree because if you don't get your degree, you're not gonna what? I have several degrees and do I seem happy? No. You know why? Because I wasted time. I wasted time not making money, not doing things that brought me joy. I could have saved so much money right now if I hadn't gone to college. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that some people don't benefit from college, because college is important. It's important, okay? I don't want some non-college going to doctor working on me. But like, there's nuance in life, and there is not one path. That is the most important thing. There is not one path. If you take anything away from this, is that there's not one path. Please do not approach life as though there is or should be. And I think you'll be happier. Do what brings you joy. I'm saying don't focus so much on finding one thing. I had a realization recently that for some people, one thing, yes, one career, that is fine. What I realized is it's better to maybe have a job that is your main source of income, and then maybe some other things that give you income. Because you know what? I don't want to give the keys to the whole car to somebody. Maybe I want to just hand you the doorknob, you know, or maybe just the windshield. Because you know something? If I lose one of those pieces, I still have a car I could drive home. But if I give you the keys to the whole thing, then my whole future is in your hands. I have no control. So if I'm just working for one mega corporate boss, they have all the say in my life and my freedom and my joy, my future. They get to determine that. And it all one conversation could go wrong and then that's it. I have no future. Screw that. If you gotta work 5 jobs, do it. If you can do it. It's all about budgeting and scheduling, honestly. Proper time management, knowing your boundaries, respecting yourself, your family, and maintaining your priorities. If you can do those things, I'll bet you'll be happy. I'll bet you'll be happy. Come back here in 6 months if you do those things. If you've been you're aching for something more, do those things. Come back in 6 months. I'll bet you're happier.